This is Wisdom by the Sea podcast, the space for thought-provoking messages to inspire, motivate, and elevate you to live your best life. Listen as you start your mornings being present and mindful. Set the tone for your day or close out your night with words of love, affirmation, and support. Learn how to release stress and tap into the power of love. Elevate and master your mindset for a more harmonious and balanced life. It's an exciting journey as host, author, and poet Fiona Wright takes the lead.
Good day, my beautiful one. I hope things are blessed in your world. I want to say blessings to you on this given day. Blessings to you in this given moment. I hope that as these words reach you, that they will inspire you and help you get a new perspective on this day and moments to come. So recently I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw where one of my friends and her family had put on a surprise birthday party for their mother, who was celebrating her 84th birthday. But as the mom put it, she's not 84, she's 48. And believe me, folks, she looks absolutely wonderful. And so normally I would scroll past these pictures and hit like and love and keep it moving. But there was something about her picture and something about the way she just lit up the screen that drew me in. And so as I was scrolling, I happened to meet up on one of her speeches. It was her thank you speech. And as I was listening to her, I could feel her joy and exuberance. And I listened to her use terms like self-love and self-acceptance and being authentic. And I love this part. She talked about laughter. She says, laugh a lot. She said, I love to laugh. And she says, laughter usually precedes some of the most challenging things she's had to face in her life. And I really love that. But most of all, what I really connected with was when she expressed that we should live our eulogy. We should live our eulogy. Wow, that's pretty deep. You know, from time to time I've used a similar expression, but rather than use the word eulogy, I'll use terms like we should write our own story and we should be deliberate about the content. It's not always easy, nor is it clear on how we ought to navigate life's challenges now, is it? It's not. There's some characters that show up in our life that add so much variety and color to our story. And good Lord, sometimes they add such difficulty. But we know at the end of the day, it is our duty, and dare I say, it's a privilege that we have the opportunity to every day add to our story, the story of our life. But we don't write our story as one single entity or a random specimen on this planet, do we? No, we have support of the universe. We have support of the Creator who brought us here for a reason and for a purpose and for a time. And so as we think about writing our eulogy, or I'll flip it, as we continue to write our story, we should continue to maintain having a sense of awareness and having a sense of catching ourselves, because sometimes we do get busy. We do get caught up in the rigmarole of life. And sometimes we forget that we're not here forever. We're really not. And because we're not here forever in the physical sense, we ought to be really, really conscious about how we live and how we allow people or events to take control of our life, to take control of messing up the ultimate eulogy. So, as I thought about this, I had intentions of sharing something completely different. And, as I listened to this beautiful lady express what it's like to celebrate 8 decades of life and to see her children and her grandchildren and her relatives and her friends, I could really feel a sense of gratitude. And as she spoke, I listened and I really connected to what she was saying. And, she mentioned that we really ought to just take it one day at a time, one moment at a time. And as I was thinking, I thought about the fact that we ought to continue to be kind to ourselves. Because, along the way, we're going to err, we're going to offend, we're going to intimidate, we're going to alienate, we're going to cause conflict, we're going to cause confusion. And it all adds to the burden of guilt or shame that we tend to carry naturally. But the good news is, life doesn't have to be complicated. What's done is done. And it really shouldn't be a normal way for us to live conflict every day. It shouldn't be that we have to walk around with a baggage and box of past history and past conflict and past troubles and woes. We don't need to carry all of those things. Not if we want to live 8 and 9 decades of life, but not only just being here on life, living life, but also living it with a sense of lightness. Like we ought to be a light. And we're not able to shine our light if we have a barrage of issues and problems that we're dragging around. So today, as I listen to this queen, as I listen to her express herself, I realized that, every day we can start fresh. We can start exactly where we are. We can turn the page of our book. We can rewrite the story as we continue to learn from life's lessons. So today, we are thankful to have the awareness of ourselves as we look at ourselves with different eyes, as we look at our eulogy being written in real time. Okay. So writing the eulogy part sounds and feels a little morbid. So I recognize for some of us, it sounds and feels daunting. So let me switch up the words a little bit. After all, I'm a poet, right? How about today we become intimate with the story that we're writing about ourselves? Our story is not just meant for us, but it's going to mean something special for somebody or someone, be it now or in the future, who's going to read or feel the vibration of our storyline. So how about we be intentional about what we write and how we navigate our way through this life? Become intimate with who you are. There's only one you. There's only one you. This story is being written about you from the beginning to whenever we close our eyes. So let's become intimate with our story and make it juicy, beautiful, intimate, one of strength, one of power, and one of blessings. So today, we give thanks for the opportunity of becoming intimate with our story. We give thanks for all the characters that show up to test our resilience. Lord knows there are days when it's more difficult than others, but we also have those days when we're in these blissful moments. And good Lord, remind us to laugh. Laughter is such great medicine. And so today we are reminded to laugh more, to not take life so seriously, to not get so caught up in the characters and the experiences that come to us that have the ability to drag us down the rabbit hole of being unhappy or depressed. And so today is our wake-up call. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Queen, for the reminder of laughter. Thank you, Queen, for reminding us that we should live our eulogy. And as I'll put it today, thank you to our beautiful Creator, for our angels, and for our ancestors, that we get all this inspiration, the power, the strength, the might, and the ability to be deliberate, to write each line, each storyline, to make it our best yet. So I thank you for you. I thank you for your story. Thank you for being an inspiration. And as you navigate today, as you navigate the new experiences, as you navigate this new sequence in your life, in your movie, I pray that it is your best one yet. We give thanks for life, and we give thanks for this moment in time. I am your sister in spirit, Fiona, by the way, bringing to you another Wisdom by the Sea experience. And I close off sending you love, lots and lots of love, and as always, sending you peace.